Wait a minute. That was Halloween Kills? Are you kidding me? Screw this. Halloween Kills! Directed by David Gordon Green, starring Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, Judy Greer as Karen, Laurie Strode's daughter. You got Andy Michat as Allison, Laurie's granddaughter. Anthony Michael Hall is in this movie as Tommy Doyle. He is the boy all grown up that Laurie babysitted back in 1978. And then we have 3 actors playing Mike Myers in this movie. Nick Castle plays Mike Myers in the flashbacks. We got James Jude Courtney as one of the actors that plays Mike Myers, and the other one is Aaron Armstrong. And there's a whole bunch of other actors that are legacy characters from the 1978 movie. And this movie sucked. I did not like this movie at all. Now, first of all, this mask. I got this mask at Party City. I look more like the killer from the movie Hush that Mike Flanagan did on Netflix than Mike Myers. But the Mike Myers costume that they had at Party City cost too much. I didn't really feel like paying, I think it was like $80 for the costume, so I decided, you know what, I'm not spending that much money. I'm just going to get this regular mask and use my kitchen knife for the review. And you know, let's have a lot more fun. Besides, I didn't even like the movie. That being said, let's talk about Halloween Kills, and let's talk about my feelings about the previous Halloween movie, Halloween 2018. Now, I am somebody who really loves the 1978 Halloween movie. I love John Carpenter as a director, and I have really liked a lot of his movies, especially Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite John Carpenter movies. It's not my absolute favorite. I believe my absolute favorite would probably be either Big Trouble in Little China or Maybe they Live, perhaps, or The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing and Big Trouble in Little China are my 2 top favorite John Carpenter movies. So Halloween is up there as one of my favorite John Carpenter movies. And when I heard that once again they were going to reboot the franchise and retcon the previous Halloween sequels, I did roll my eyes a little bit at this idea, because they've done this many times before with the Halloween franchise. And to be honest, I'm somebody that really didn't get into horror until I saw The Lost Boys when I was a teenager. And that's when I got into horror, and I got a little bit more into horror after reading Stephen King and watching The Shining. And it actually took me 2 viewings of The Shining to actually really adore that movie. Because at first I didn't like it because I read the book first, and then when I rewatched it, then I actually grew to love the movie. And I love Carrie and Firestarter. Firestarter was actually the second Stephen King movie I saw, and then I saw Carrie and some of the others. But when it comes to John Carpenter movies are awesome. I love John Carpenter movies, and when I heard that they were rebooting Halloween again, I didn't think I was going to like it. When I saw the trailer for Halloween 2018, I didn't think I was going to like it. Again, Laurie Strode really didn't look like she was going to be all that good, but I did give Halloween 2018 a chance, and to be honest, I didn't hate the movie, but I didn't love the movie either. I thought it was an okay movie. My brother, though, he hated it. He totally hated Halloween 2018. And me, I just thought it was just okay. I didn't think it was great. I did like Laurie Strode in the movie, and I did like Laurie's granddaughter. And I did like Mike Myers. I thought Mike Myers was very good in the movie. Judy Greer, although I have really not liked her lately as an actress. I liked her a lot back in the 80s, but now I don't really like Judy Greer anymore. I think that she's not that great of an actress anymore, and I've really just lost my taste for her over the years. I mean, I do kind of like her in the Ant-Man movies, but to be honest, she's kind of annoying to me. So going into this movie, I was hoping that this movie was going to be good, but it was terrible. It was garbage. Let's get to the plot of this movie. This movie takes up right after Halloween 2018 left off. Mike Myers is freed from the prison that the Strode family left him in. The fire department comes to stop the fire that the Strode family left Mike Myers in, and of course Mike Myers gets out and reemerges. He kills a few firefighters and rampages the city of Haddonfield once again. Laurie Strode is sidelined into the hospital. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Leaving the fight up to her daughters and Anthony Michael Hall's character, Tommy Doyle, who's all grown up, and some other legacy characters from the first Halloween movie, all screaming, "Evil! Evil must die tonight! Evil must die tonight!" As if they're stuck in the original continuity, even though the original continuity has been retconned. Now, let's talk about the one positive thing about this movie. Mike Myers. Mike Myers is awesome in this movie. He's great. He does a really good job with the carnage and everything. But the characters, I mean, that's one of the things that you gotta have for a good horror movie. You have to have characters you can root for. Aside from maybe Allison, there is nobody for me to root for. And I'm somebody who loves Anthony Michael Hall, you know. I like Anthony Michael Hall when he did National Lampoons, and I liked him when he did his John Hughes movies like Breakfast Club, Weird Science, 16 Candles. I love him when he did the Dead Zones TV series. I've watched all 6 seasons of that show on Tubi. So that's how much I love Anthony Michael Hall. I think he's a wonderful actor. I actually got his autograph at Comic-Con on my copy of The Breakfast Club. But in this movie, he was terrible. Just screaming, "Evil must die tonight! Evil must die tonight!" And it was just stupid. There is a gay couple in this movie that is living in Mike Myers' home, and they try to fight Mike Myers because Mike Myers invades their home in order to reclaim it, and it's pathetic. It is pathetic. They did have access to a pitchfork, but instead of getting a pitchfork, they get 2 puny daggers, basically. One gets a butter knife or a regular knife from the cupboard, from the silverware drawer, I think. And the other one grabbed a letter opener, and it was just stupid. It was so dumb. And most of these characters in this movie felt like generic horror characters that you see in any horror movie. It was so stupid. It almost made the movie dull and boring because the movie was just predictable. Oh, he's gonna die, this person's gonna die, that person's gonna die, and I was just bored with the movie. I liked Mike Myers, I liked what he was doing, but these protagonists were not good to root for, except for maybe Allison, really, and maybe Karen, maybe Allison's mother. But Laurie Strode, she's sidelined through the whole movie. She spends pretty much all the movie in the hospital. And they decide to go with this concept of the evil Mike Myers turning the people of Haddonfield into an angry mob, basically, making them the monsters. Now that is an interesting idea, I guess, but it just wasn't done right. And they just really didn't look good as an angry lynch mob, really. And it just felt like random, generic horror movie characters, really. And I was just bored watching this movie, really. So I honestly hated this movie. This movie was terrible. And I don't really expect the next Halloween movie to be all that good. Maybe it will surprise me, but I doubt it. You know, I don't really think I like David Gordon Green as a director anymore. So this movie sucks. It's a terrible movie. I'm giving this movie a D. I don't think it's worthy of giving it an F, but it is a bad movie. It's not worth seeing. Don't bother seeing this movie. I'm only giving it a D because I liked Mike Myers. And I did like Allison in the movie. I did like the scene where Allison fights back. I think you see it in the trailer. She and her mother, Mike Myers gets hit with a pitchfork by Karen while Allison is saying, "Do it, do it," and then it's Karen that hits Mike Myers with a pitchfork from the back, and that part I thought that was pretty cool. But the rest of the movie was terrible. It was just not a good movie. So it's a D. It's being dumped. It's not a good movie. Don't bother seeing this film. And that's all I gotta say for Halloween Kills. It's Halloween garbage.